Hello guys, so today we have with us Mr. Nishant Agarwal, the GM of the Leela Palace-Udaipur. As the tourism day is coming up, so let's have few words with him about tourism of Udaipur and Rajasthan. Hello sir, good evening, and how are you sir?
Thank you very much. Good evening to you as well.
Thank you. So my first question would be, how did your team or the Leela team came across this beautiful location?
I think you've answered it yourself. It's absolutely stunning. If you're in Udaipur and you're not on Lake Pichola, you can be anywhere. Lake Pichola is the epicenter of Udaipur, and this is where the entire city of Udaipur has grown around. If you have to soak up heritage, if you have to soak up history, if you have to understand the culture, then you have to be at Lake Pichola, and this is exactly where we're looking.
The next question is, what according to you is the most astonishing feature of this property?
Well, the answer to that is a continuation of my first part, which is its location. All our 80 rooms face the lake. You soak up Udaipur from each and every location of the hotel. We have made use of what Udaipur has to offer through this property at its best. So that's the most important part. So if you come to experience Udaipur, you can't find a better hotel than us.
The next question, sir. When it initially started, how did you compete with the Taj Lake Palace?
To answer that question, I think the credit of taking Udaipur on a world map goes to the Lake Palace for sure. We found our own feet over the time, capitalizing on the features that this hotel has to offer. Every hotel has their own features, and I think we bank on our features and make or carve a niche for ourselves, and that's how we just not compete, but we work hand in hand in that sense. And we have our own segment that we cater to, and Lake Palace has its own segment to cater to. I'm sure there are overlaps, but I think we've been able to find our feet. We have a presence, not just in India, but all over the world.
Most of the hotels have spas in their properties. So how yours is different from the others?
Well, our spa is extremely unique, where each treatment room is one tented accommodation. Typically, what you would find as a villa as an accommodation. So one treatment room housed in one villa, attached with a plunge pool. So every treatment, be it 45 minutes, 60 minutes, we add about 15 to 20 minutes before the treatment and about half an hour after the treatment as well. You can come and relax at the pool side, which is an independent plunge pool next to your treatment room. Sip your green tea after the treatment. And we've been winning awards for this uniqueness year on year. We've been rated amongst as the best spa in an Indian hotel for number of times in last 13 years of this hotel's existence, and we continue to do well. People come to our hotel specifically because of the uniqueness of our spa as well.
Okay, so the complete perfect regeneration.
Absolutely, and it kind of merges with our whole wellness strategy. We are focusing immensely on wellness, and I can talk about more on wellness things that we have done. We have a program called Ojasya, which completely takes care of your nutritional needs, wherein traditional and modern culinary practices are blended together to come up with food items, which is integral part of our food menus, and without compromising on the taste. That's the philosophy that we're working on, and we've called this program as Ojasya. This is the first pillar of wellness, adding to the spa and the wellness programs that it offers, and we were working on other pillars of wellness as well. In the days to come, you will see more of those coming up.
So जो आपका location है sir, this is all covered with पूरा history and heritage से. तो आप अपने आप को इसमें कैसे कर पाते हैं?
So अगर आप पूरा होटल हमारा घूमेंगे, जब ये होटल बना था ना, तो हमारे जितने भी लोकल आर्टिसंस हैं और लोकल आर्किटेक्चरल फॉर्म्स हैं, वो हमने अपने पूरे होटल में यूज किए हैं. जैसे टीकरी वर्क हो गया, आपका मेटल इनले वर्क हो गया, आपका पिछवे पेंटिंग्स हैं, बिकॉज हम नाथद्वारा के इतने पास हैं. हमारे होटल में सब जगह आप देखेंगे पिचवे पेंटिंग्स, ऑथेंटिक पिचवे पेंटिंग्स लगी हुई हैं। और सो हम ये पूरे सराउंडिंग्स के साथ ब्लेंड हो रहे हैं। और यही हमारा एक बहुत अच्छा फीचर है। तो अगर आपको होटल में ही रहना है और आप बाहर भी नहीं जा रहे हैं ना, तो भी आपको राजस्थान की पूरी ग्लिम्स होटल के अंदर ही मिलती है।
खुशबू राजस्थान की।
बिल्कुल।
So what are the activities that your team has created to use the Lake Pichola?
So, as I was talking about the location, we're right on the edge of the lake. So first of all, we have a restaurant, which is again an award-winning restaurant called Sheesh Mahal. That is right on the edge of the lake. And Sheesh Mahal name comes from the fact that it does not have a mirror work, as typically is the case in most of the Sheesh Mahals that you will go across in Rajasthan. The name has been inspired from the reflection that you get from the calmness of Lake Pichola. So you're sitting right on the edge of it. All our venues, all our banquet venues, our restaurants, our bar, they all face the lake. And as I was telling you earlier, that we have utilized the lake to its best. So apart from that, because of the proximity to the lake, we have locations where we can curate private dining experiences for our guests, which is very, very in various remote places of the hotel, which are very, very private.
It's known as Sheesh Mahal, I believe.
Sheesh Mahal is the restaurant, but I was talking about the other dining places that we have in the hotel, which can be used for private dining experiences, where chef curates a special menu for you. Apart from that, we do a small high tea at a place called the Sunset Alcove, where you get a stunning view of the sunset. Then we do a early morning yoga.
Okay.
At our guava garden. We have a beautiful guava garden, which is beautiful not just for your morning yoga but evening strolls as well. And a lot of rituals have been created around the hotel facing the lake, such as cultural programs in the evening. We do a beautiful candle lighting ceremony where we involve the guests to light up the jharokas in the hotel, followed by a cultural program in the evenings, and so on and so forth. Not just for adults but for kids as well. We do pottery, puppet shows, we do many other things to engage our guests.
So do you find the weddings and pre-weddings culture these days challenging, or they are easily manageable?
We're very clear in our mind. First of all, we will do very few niche weddings. And secondly, when we have a wedding, then we only have a wedding in the hotel. We would not have any other guests. So to be able to offer the entire hotel for a wedding and not take up any other guest gets much more easier, right? And from a person and from a guest perspective who's doing a wedding with us, the whole palace is to themselves, where there are no do's and don'ts, right? Because the entire space has been taken.
The wedding people can feel at home.
They absolutely feel at home. So I don't see any challenge. And as a part of our discussion when we close a wedding, it's important that we explain our hotel well, and the guest understands that beautifully. So we've not personally faced any problem managing a wedding. It always gets difficult when you have a wedding and you have guests where the purpose of the visit is leisure. They want to enjoy a little bit of a privacy, solitaire. That becomes a little bit of a mismatch. So we avoid that completely.
Coming to the next question, which is the best suite according to you here at your property?
Well, we have 8 suites, and to separate one from the other is very difficult. Every suite has a different feature. But the suite where we're sitting in, it's the Maharaja suite, is the top of the line suite that we have, spread over 3,800 square feet, with an attached large plunge pool, climate controlled, garden outside, view of the pool, our guava garden, and the expansive lake that we have in front of us.
Amazing.
I have, in my career of over 24 years, have not seen a suite which is as stunning as this. So this is my favorite. Oh, absolutely.
Really sounds royal. So Nishant sir, if I talk about you, for how long you are into the hoteling industry?
Well, I started my journey in hotels in the year 1999. So it's been almost 24 years that I've been in the industry,
Okay.
and that is exactly what I've done. I've never divulged myself outside of hotels, and that is what I've learned, and that is what I do.
Last but not the least, please share your experience with the Leela Group and the Leela Palace.
Oh well, the Leela Group is making strides over last 3 to 4 years, and especially in the middle of the COVID, Leela Palace in Udaipur did extremely well. We've been able to gain, or rather enhance the confidence of the guests, especially our domestic guests who could not go abroad and never took hotels like us seriously. When they experienced our hotels, they saw that our kind of hotels are great. The service levels are absolutely amazing. It's been great last 3 years working here in this property, and I think we've grown in leaps and bounds. And I see this momentum going into the following years as well. And as a city, it's been beautifully. So it's been a double blessing for me working in Leela Palace Udaipur, as well as the city of Udaipur, what it offers. So it's been a beautiful journey so far.
We wish you many more such coming, many more years with the Leela Palace to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was lovely talking to you.